Coach, I mean, Kopperud, how incredible was it out of the players to see him? He's gone through so much to see him get in that goal.
Just glad he got one, gets off to a good start. And once he starts to feel like it's going to go in the back of the net, he really starts to play. So he did some really good things tonight, had a lot of good chances, probably hung on to the puck a little too long in some areas, but once he starts ripping it, it's going to go in for him.
Coach, you really moved the puck around a lot in that power play that you had, but really didn't get a lot of shots. What do you change to kind of generate?
Yeah, I mean, they got to simplify, right? We've got to just converge and get pucks to the net, and a really good goalie. Like, he was really, really good tonight. So I think we were looking for the perfect shot because he was so sound and doing such a good job, but we've just got to put pucks on his pads and get to the net.
Coach, one of the few things that you wanted your guys to clean up after Arizona was puck management. What did you see in that regard today?
I thought in the first period our puck management was not good. I think it was more nerves and execution than decision making. I don't think that anybody was managing the puck, selfishly or negligently. I think it was just nerves. I think that they were just a little bit nervous and bobbling pucks and almost treating the puck like it was a grenade. Once we stopped doing that, we really settled in and started playing better.
Coach, you talked about wanting to control the front of the net in between the face-off circles in your own defensive area. It seemed like Merrimack came out pretty hot and got a lot of chances in front of your own net. What kind of change after maybe that first ice break and going into the second period?
Just the commitment. I mean, they're a good team, right? They're a very good team. They're an NCAA tournament team that returned a lot of players, so we knew that they were going to be good. Obviously, they're ranked. But where they're really good is winning puck battles, and winning races. They're really heavy on their sticks. And once we started to engage in those areas and committing to being heavier on our sticks and coming out of scrums with pucks, we started to play a lot better.
Coach, a slow start tonight, but that fourth line really got you guys into it. Eckerly, O'Reilly, and Cole Gordon really played a great game tonight. What did you see from that one?
Great. They were fast. They were heavy. They were big. They played perfect. They're the perfect fourth line tonight. Gave us an identity. Gave us momentum. O was really good. He had his legs tonight. Benji had his legs and was winning battles. And Cole was just the mule that we brought him in to be. And he did a hell of a job.
Coach, you lost Murchison, they lost Capone there early. You're going to get to see Capone again fully. Anything you kind of saw out of his game that you're going to need to go and control for a whole 3 periods?
Well, I mean, that's a I don't want to call it an even trade, obviously, but we miss Murch, right? Like, they miss Capone, we miss Murch, and so it happened to be on the same play, and it hurt both teams, obviously, but they'll both be back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see some good hockey.
Coach, TJ played great today, obviously carried in the first period. What does he mean to this team, and how does this play continue to motivate the rest of the guys?
He's the backbone. When you're struggling and you have him back there to bail you out till you get it together, it's a good feeling, and he did that tonight. Tomorrow we've got to have a better start. We'll be better tomorrow. We got better every period tonight, and tomorrow I have no doubt we'll be a lot better.
Coach, it seemed like Alex Young got a lot of good looks too. Really everyone on that top line. But what did you see from Alex Young today?
He played well. He did some really good things. Again, first game in our jersey, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be perfect, but we found a way to beat a really good team tonight, and that's what we're going to look at this with. Top to bottom, guys gutted it out, did some good things. We were committed to defending. I think once we got into that second period, we held them to 8 shots in the second, 7 in the third. Our D's gaps were good. We were closing them out in the D zone and playing the way we want to play.
Coach, another guy you got in, Bratton, felt like we saw him a lot tonight. What did you think of his game?
He played well. Yeah, I don't think we had anybody play poorly tonight. I think we have, from top to bottom, a roster of guys that know they can play better, though.
Coach, PK was pretty solid tonight. What are your thoughts on how that department
PK was
performed?
great. Those guys did tremendous. I don't know if they got a shot on any of their power plays. So the PK was really, really good. They were Dana Board just did a hell of a job preparing our guys with during the week for the PK, and they were great.
Coach, on the power play, you give Kopperud a lot of looks. Do you ever think about kind of getting Young over, or is it really drawn up to be really a?
No, I mean they're both 20+ goal scorers. I think Timmy's just really comfortable sliding it over to Kopp, but he's got to get it to him sooner because he's holding on to it a little too long and it's letting their kills shift over and block too many shots. But power play had some good looks. I mean, there was a save the kid made in the third on a look to the back door from Kopp that was unbelievable. I don't know how he saved it. So we had a lot of zone time. Our entries were really good. We just got to find the back of the net.
Coach, last year you went to Minnesota Duluth and dropped the first 2 games of the season then, and now you face another ranked opponent and you win. I mean, it's only 1 game, but what is kind of getting off on the right foot against such a good opponent?
1-0. You're never going to claim them up being 1-0, but it's college hockey, and it's hard to sweep anybody, especially in ranked teams. And now we have a hell of an opportunity to really get off to a tremendous start, and sweep a ranked team at home with another win tomorrow, and that's all we're focused on.
Coach, you talked last year about just how hard it is, like you said, to sweep a team in college hockey. What's it going to take now to use this momentum from today and carry it over into tomorrow?
A better start. We're going to have to get off to a better start, and just play with confidence. We have a really good team with a lot of skilled players that have more than what they showed tonight, and I have no doubt in my mind that they will tomorrow.
Coach, when you talk about getting off to a better start, you've said that a few times. What is it going to entail tomorrow to get off to a better start?
You'll have to find out, I guess.
Kopperud, wanted to start with you. I mean, just take us through that game-winning goal for you.
I mean, we had a ton of power plays, so finally at the end of the game for it, I don't think we're on the power play anymore, but to just have the momentum, Terry carried into the zone and just ended up working out. Pretty kind of a lucky play how it bounced out, but just happy it went in.
Matthew, when you talk about that game-winning goal, does it almost feel like slow motion when you're kind of just the only player around the puck and it's just kind of flying through the air right towards you?
You sort of blur out for a little bit until Timmy jumps on you, and then you're like, oh, it actually happened. But no, you're just trying to score a goal, and then you just ends up going in, but you're not really thinking too much about it.
TJ, another solid performance. How did you feel about your game?
Yeah, I was obviously really excited to get his first game under my belt against Merrimack. They're a good opponent, and I thought we did a good job preparing. Obviously, just seeing all the hard work over the summer, all the guys that came here to train early, including guys like Kopp, and to see that kind of pay off for our team is awesome.
Kopper, you had a lot of looks on the power play today, and there were a lot of good chances, but just couldn't convert. What do you think that you guys need to change going forward on the power play?
I don't think we need to change anything. I think their goalie had a pretty good game too. I think our power play was clicking. He made some big saves. I don't think most goalies would end up making those saves. We had one where Chambers almost just tapped it in back door, but the goalie made the save. So I don't think we'll change too much. I think we might simplify some things and just try to get more shots.
Matthew, you had trouble breaking out in the first. What was talked about that sort of changed the level of intensity going forward?
I think that was our first game pretty much, if you think about it. Like, they've already played Sacred Heart, so that was our first game versus a Division I team. So we went out in a sold-out building, and we had energy, but we were a little nervous too. So finally, after the first period, second period, we calmed down, and then we just kept going from there.
TJ, how can you describe that feeling of you have the shutout going, you finally see the puck go in the net for your team, that job well done, and you got the shutout. How can you describe that, being the furthest guy away from the action?
Thanks. Yeah, I was, obviously anytime, I was just joking on our way here actually, it's like you can't really see the puck go in from my angle, so as soon as I saw people would throw their hands in the air in the crowd, I was like, did we score? Let's go. That's awesome. But, just to see all the hard work that Kopp's put in this summer, obviously with rehab and his injury, I'm super happy that he was able to shine there in that moment, because that just goes to show all the hard work that he's put in behind the scenes.
TJ, the first couple minutes, Merrimack came out really hot. Could you kind of just describe your stress level and how you kind of managed those first couple minutes? Because they were firing shots left and right at you.
TJ doesn't get stressed.
Yeah, no, that was fun. I mean, that's why I'm there, right? I got asked this question too a couple minutes ago, but no matter what, like, that's why I'm there. So if something breaks down in front of me or a bad bounce doesn't go our way, like, stuff's gonna happen. It's a game, and I'm just happy to be playing the game I love and putting my head in front of pucks. So.
Matthew, in years past, it was really you were the number one guy in the power play. Everyone was looking at you to take the one-timer from the circle. Now you have a little bit more talent around you with Young on the other circle. You have Chambers in there right at the top of the crease. How was it playing with a few of the new guys? How do you think they bonded in tonight?
It's pretty easy to play with those two. With Sillinger in the bumper too, like, we're all like really good friends too off the ice. When we go on the ice, it's just sort of we have to talk and figure out what we're gonna do. But having Younger over there definitely opens things up, because he can shoot the puck for sure, so they have to honor him too, so it helps.
With a lot of new guys, I'm just kind of curious, you made reference to a lot of guys were able to stay here and train. Did that kind of feel like it built a little bit more camaraderie, and then how do you feel that's kind of went here in this first game?
Yeah, I mean, if you saw us this summer, we were pretty much all here. So we started early, we were all training together, we were all hanging out, we were doing stuff outside the rink too. So we just all became like a really close group. Like unlike years past and stuff, like guys sometimes go home for the summer, but this year we were all pretty much here hanging out and stuff. So we all just sort of click.
TJ, what was going through your mind tonight as you were locked in this great goalie duel, with the guy at the other end of the ice?
Yeah, I try not to focus too much on what's going down the other end, right? Just take care of my job. But I thought he played well, obviously. Merrimack's a really good opponent. There's a reason they're ranked 15th, I think I saw. So, to get that win and get a goal in overtime was awesome. And hope our guys carry that momentum into tomorrow.
I know it's sort of difficult to start off the season with 15th ranked opponent. Obviously, having it home make it a little easier. But how is this gonna kind of help you guys down the road, starting off with a really great opponent?
Yeah, it's obviously a great test, right? We play a lot of great teams this year, and obviously Merrimack's one of them. So it's great to kind of get our feet in the water here, especially with a lot of new guys in the lineup. Like Cobb said, it's a step from U of A, right? So that was really kind of like our first game, and I hope we just keep carrying that forward.
What was the message from Coach Powers after the win, looking for the sweep tomorrow? What did he tell you guys?
We have another game tomorrow. Tonight we put past us now. Tonight's over, so now we have to focus on beating them again and going 2-0 against them. Because tonight, nice win, but it's over now, and they're going to come out tomorrow just as hard or even harder. So we have to match that.
Coach kind of talked about in his presser just kind of getting off to a better start tomorrow. What do you think that's going to entail for you guys tomorrow to kind of come out hot and come out swinging?
I think we're comfortable now. That was our first period, pretty much playing against a very good hockey team. So now that we know what we can do, guys got their confidence in, guys weren't playing timid or anything in the second. So I think we'll just keep that rolling to start the next game.
And then Matthew, you've worked hard to find your way back here playing and everything. So just kind of, how did it feel tonight to be back on the ice?
It was awesome. It's the best feeling. There's no other feeling than being out there with a bunch of your brothers and stuff. Last year definitely was not fun at all, sitting in the stands hurt, not being able to help your team win. So tonight to finally be there, be in the locker room the whole time, feel good, it was a lot of fun.